Let's go AFC Championship. We got the New England Patriots at the Denver Broncos. We got the Patriots favored by 5.5 points. The over-under is 41.5. What a disappointing AFC Championship game, simply because of the injury to Bo Nix, I think, bro. He was balling out of his mind versus the Bills. I mean, that guy, he's not a stat stuffing quarterback, but he's simply a winner that does anything required to win the game. But what a great season for him in Denver, 14-3, earning the number one overall seed. We doubted them all year long, man. I got to give them their flowers here. I definitely
Hmm.
do. But with that defense and the way that they were playing, I would have probably picked the Broncos to win the whole ordeal had Bo Nix not went down. But that's just me. But now we're stuck with Jarrett Stidham as
Hmm.
quarterback, who hasn't thrown an NFL pass in 3 years.
There you go.
And now he's going against a hungry, newly renovated Patriots team. And they've been on a tear themselves this season, also going 14-3. But what of a hell of a first season for head coach Mike Vrabel. I cannot say enough about Drake May and his MVP caliber season. The Sons of Anarchy, ain't it, Sam? That what we call them over there? Henderson and
Henderson, Stevenson.
the
Wow, wow,
Sons of
wow.
Anarchy.
That's it.
But they're getting solid play from both of those boys, getting solid play from Stephon Diggs, Henry, and Boot,
Mhm.
solid cats, man, solid cats. But not to mention their defense has been top notch all season, especially against the run and points allowed. They're top five in both categories.
Right.
The 41 points here suggest that this will be a low scoring game. I'm very inclined to agree with that with two great defenses. And on one side, you got the backup quarterback. But yeah, how you guys feeling about this game? Personally, I think New England will find themselves going back to the big stage for the first time since the GOAT left. I don't see how Denver's gonna beat them with a backup quarterback. How you guys feel about it?
Yeah, you're definitely right about that stuff. Stidham's definitely not the guy. They should have picked up somebody. I think they picked up somebody for a backup, but it's just gonna be scary, man, because that offense, man, it runs off Bo Nix. Bo Nix is a closer. I mean, one of the best that does that stuff. At the end of a game, man, he can score 19 points, 30 points or whatever I believe he scored in one game in the fourth quarter. So it doesn't matter, man, if he's behind or whatever, man. He still feels like he has a chance to win that stuff. But with him being out with the ankle, man, I think it's slim to none, bro. Them boys even gonna get 15, 20 points, because Harvey hasn't been doing great as of late. He hasn't been doing much. The receivers not all that. You got Mims and Sutton and them boys they just not all that
Franklin,
offensively.
man.
Yeah, Franklin too,
Yeah,
but
Franklin.
they just not, but they just not that without the head. You need the head or whatever to really get that stuff going on. But this is gonna be a shootout. I thought New England would win even with Bo Nix playing. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely going with New England right now covering. And I'm gonna go over, man, because I feel like them boys gonna put up some points. Because
Mm.
that offense gonna be sputtering, bro. Still gonna throw like 2-3 picks, man. You see what he did? You see what they did to Stroud? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. That was a rough day at the office for Stroud.
right, man.
Yeah, 5 turnovers. Oh my
DJ,
God.
DJ Stroud has turned into DJ Lagway, DJ Ukulele. Both of them boys, man. You put up a DJ Lagway.
That was a DJ Lagway stat line.
Hey, 4 or 5 picks, man. That's a DJ Lagway now, bro. You know this DJ Lag.
Yeah, I think the Patriots will cover too, but I'm gonna go under. I'm gonna go the Patriots to cover. I'm gonna go under because I think just still Denver's defense will keep it somewhat respectable. I don't think that they're gonna go too crazy about it. Wes, what you think, man?
Well, you hear Sean Payton talk about this guy. He has a lot of praise for Jared Stidham, and in the 20 games that he's played in his entire career, he has a completion rating of less than 60%.
Ouch.
He has 8 touchdowns, 8 interceptions,
Mm.
and you know how many plays he's played this season? Zero. He's played
That's it.
0 snaps this season. So to throw a guy off the bench who hasn't played all season, maybe in the preseason just because it's the preseason, into one game away from the Super Bowl, that's a tall fucking task for any quarterback. Doesn't matter whether it's him, Jared Stidham or not. It's a tall task for anybody. But so Sean Payton's, saying all the right things, to big him up and stuff like that. And last week, yes, the Pats did win, but Drake May kind of played like shit, from all the turnovers and loose, fumbling the ball and all these other things. And he was going against Houston, who is one of the top defenses. So he kind of, I almost feel like he almost got lucky as pulling that out, because it should have been a complete blowout, but it was relatively closer than what it should have been. I think Denver's defense just is a little bit better than Houston's. So that might be the only way that Denver could win. And Stidham could just be a game manager. He doesn't he doesn't have to have crazy stats or anything. Just continue to move the sticks and let your defense take care of the Pats offense.
You ain't got to win it for us. Just don't lose it.
Exactly. Yeah, but at the same time, say they were to win, and there's even more pressure going into the Super Bowl. But where have we seen this before? Wasn't it not too long ago that old boy Nick Foles came in and saved the day for Philly fans out there? Granted, he did have more of a...
Yeah, that was different, though, because remember, they had
beast.
Correct.
They had assembled that team early on for him. They built it around him at first before Wentz came into play.
But Wentz still, Wentz went like 11-1 and got hurt, but Foles was already that guy.
Right. But when he did come in for the backup, he had a decent amount of games to get under his belt, and then took them through the playoffs. This guy's coming in the conference championship game.
Right.
You can't really expect a lot out of him. I don't expect a lot out of him. Just to be a game manager and let the defense do its thing, and hope that they can get to Drake May and let him, cough the ball up, pressure him to throw interceptions and stuff like that. But he's an MVP caliber quarterback this year, so that's saying something. I think this would be a good game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout either way, because, like I said, I think Denver, or like you said, Jordan, Denver's going to keep it kind of somewhat close or whatever. But I think I'm going to go with the Pats just because Bo Nix is out. If Bo Nix was out, I might have a different take on it. So I'm going to go the Pats. What is it? 5.5. 5.5. Yeah, I'll give him that 5.5. And then if it gets to almost 2 out of hand, I think Sean Payton will let him, air it out. So they might get some garbage points. I'm gonna go over on that. New England to win it, they cover, but I'm gonna go over.
Yeah. 41 not a lot of points, but I feel like just Denver defense is gonna get worn down. Third, fourth quarter, they're gonna get worn the hell out. They're gonna be like, man,
if they can't
send me home, please.
If they can't stay off the field, if they can't stay off the field, that could be an issue.
This is not what I was thinking about in the AFC Championship. Please send me home.
That's just unfortunate, man. That's so unfortunate because, man, what a hell of a game Bo Nix had versus the Bills. I texted y'all, I'm like, this boy is out here balling on him. I'm expecting that same game from Josh Allen.
Right.
No, it was Bo Nix out there balling, man. What did he throw? 3 touchdowns? I mean, he was balling out of his mind, bro. It was crazy. Just crazy. But bad break, definitely, for Bo Nix, but they'll be back next year. And I'm gonna tell you what, coming into next year, no matter how the Broncos finish the season, whether they win this, or they lose it, whatever, but we have to give them some respect coming into next year because we all three of us, to some extent, we doubted them all season long.
Yeah,
their offense was stagnant. It wasn't this, that, and they were piecing together that crazy win streak they had and all of that, man. 14-3, that's impressive. Number 1 seed. They definitely earned my respect. Way better place than they were when that car was broke down a couple years ago. When it wasn't riding no more. But they definitely rolling now. So shout out to the Broncos. But yeah, I think New England, they definitely get back to the promised land for the first time since the GOAT. But y'all let us know in the comments who wins this AFC Championship. Y'all going New England, or you think Denver's gonna pull a rabbit out of their hat? Let us know in the comments.